I want to wrap this up really quickly within 3 minutes and let you know Black Unity and the Toxic Church, I need y'all to undo yourselves. I need you to stop making people's sexuality and the people that they lay with, all that shit. I need you to stop making that so important. What I need you to make important is education, history, okay? Heavy on history and educating your children and your family around you about the shit that's going on, okay? Yeah, sometimes it's hard to have those tough conversations, okay? Some people can't be saved. Like Dr. Umar said, some of them people that's on the block, they can't be saved. They have to be gone for good. Okay? Listen, people like DL's Whisperer, Tasha K, fucking Zeus Network, all these institutions that don't mean black people no good, and they not showing black people no good, move from them. Okay? It's gonna take for people to understand platforms like Twitter. When you're talking about black people or you showing black people, it's about porn, it's about fighting, it's nothing fucking positive. None of these fucking platforms want to see black people in a positive light, and I'm sick of that shit. If you're not motherfucking dancing, if you're not motherfucking telling a joke, if you're not embarrassing yourself, if you're not fighting, that's the only thing they want people in the world to see is black people are uneducated. All they want to do is fight. All they do is cuss. All they do is... Please, for me and for you, okay? Act like you do care about this life. Act like you care about the future of our community. Act like you care about your future, okay? Even if you can't get down with the LGBTQIA, care about yourself. Make sure you're voting in the mid-elections. Make sure you're informing your people around you. Make sure you're building community. Make sure you're helping your neighbor. Okay, that's all we can fucking ask for. Donald Trump is not going to the Super Bowl. He is blatantly racist, and some of you motherfuckers are still aligning yourself with him because you think that he's gonna put some money in your fucking bank account. Let me tell you something. That man told you that he's gonna give you $2,000 a year for healthcare. Bitch, that's not even paying for a fucking ambulance trip to the motherfucking hospital. I need you to fucking wake up. Okay, let's talk about this TikTok policy and how all these places, Meta, Facebook, all these motherfucking places, they using your data to sell you new shit. When you get on here, your phone is recording you. When you get on here, your phone is a tracking device. So if motherfucking they want to link that shit to ICE some motherfucking way, them motherfuckers know where you at. They gonna come pick your ass up from your exact location. I'm telling you, you better wake the fuck up, especially if you're a person of color. Because at the end of the day, what they about to do, if you ain't nothing but white, they about to line your ass up like rice. And they gonna tell you, turn around, nigga, turn around. Since everybody like to use the N-word so much, turn around, they gonna lay up. Wake the fuck up. See, a lot of you are performing your religion and not waking up on the wrong side of the bed and asking yourself, why the fuck every weekend do I keep getting up, putting my good clothes on, that I spend good money on, my Gucci, my Prada, my Fendi, my Hermes? Why do I keep going up in this place for them to speak against me, condemn my lifestyle or condemn everything with me, and then just something that they came upon in their life that doesn't necessarily align with my beliefs and values, but you keep giving them your money? I have been seeing a lot of people distancing themselves away from the church, and I must say I'm slowly becoming the same way. Now, the way that they speak harshly about some of the things or traumas that they have about signing themselves onto religion is kind of harsh. Like, it affects me a lot, and simply it has me questioning myself, is Christianity for me? What's up? My name is Shamar Miles. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a 25-year-old black queer man who just has a lot of questions, who wants to know a lot of understanding, and who wants to be wealthy and rich as fuck. Now, you know, I say wealthy and rich because so many people like to debunk, you know, what the terms mean. Rich means temporarily, or wealthy means temporarily. Anyway, I want more money than I have now, and then when I get more money than then, I want more money than I have then. Okay? I hope that's clear. Today we'll be talking about a lot of things. We're talking about the new TikTok policy and where the hell I have been. Listen, I don't mean to be leaving y'all, but sometimes the internet becomes so discouraging. It becomes so much like the censorship. Like, I don't even know if this video might reach, you know, this audience. At this point, I'm throwing shit at the wall and hoping it stick. But we're talking about a new TikTok policy and censorship. We're talking about Donald Trump not going to the Super Bowl, okay, because he says too far. We're talking about the DL Whisperer. the DL Whisper and Tasha K versus black women. Okay, black unity. What does that look like? And the toxic church, as I was previously stating. And we're also going to talk about some finances. And I feel like, okay, so let's move on finances first. I feel like if you set an intention with your finances, the creator, God, the universe, whoever you believe in, science, I feel like once you set an intention, I feel like the universe reflects what you believe and what you're moving towards. So like, I'm trying to make a big step. No, I am going to make a big step. See, it's the difference between I'm trying and I am. I am going to make a big step within a month. February 1st is just one of those things where it's like, I'm nervous because it's like I have to have that control to where I have to make this possibility come true, of course, with the help of the creator. But I say that all to say, I was going to start taking a bus, you know what I'm saying, this week because I want to save every penny. And when I started to want to take the bus, it was like a cash deposit literally got dropped into my bank account. And you can say, well, you can still save that money too and catch the ride share. I mean, not the ride share, but catch the bus. But to me, that was just more of a, I don't want to say implementation, but more of a confirmation of what my lifestyle already is, what I feel is necessary. You get what I'm saying, for my life. I feel like that I always need ride share. I always need, because number one, the reason why I started requesting ride share is because I was working so much. If y'all don't know, I work every single day, like literally every single day. I work 12 hours on the week, well, 24 hours totally on the weekend. So that's 12-hour shifts, Saturday and Sunday. And I work 8 hours, 40 hours a week, basically. So how many hours it is a week? Y'all do the math. My point in saying that is, once you set an intention, once you set a belief, the universe, God, the creator, they're going to help you believe, or that manifestation is going to happen for you. So my point in saying that is, I wanted to take the MARTA or whatever, but it was like the universe, God, the creator was like, no, you already set your intention into taking ride shares everywhere you go. You didn't already put out here to everybody that you take ride shares everywhere you go. Why are you trying to take a step back? Why are you trying to move away from what you already decided that you was going to do in this lifetime? Why are you trying to go against what God has for you in this life? Take them ride shares, and you need to move around everything else and accommodate, you know, what's important to you in your life. Okay, so that's when I'm going to talk about finance. You know, I talk about credit, about paying back your stuff on time. That's very important, about building rapport and relationships with the institutions. Okay, so they can give you a bigger credit limit. Let me tell you something, what the rich do. What the rich do is, baby, they use up that credit, they make debt, and they keep their money. They find a way, whether it's a business website, TikTok shop, your personal business, however you make money outside of your 9 to 5, or if you're an entrepreneur, they use credit, loans from the bank, friends and family, cars, whatever they have to do, and they come up with a way to cycle their money, to reuse it, so their money is making them money. Their money is making them money. They have a high APY savings. They have a Roth IRA. They have life insurance, health insurance plans that they borrow against. It's so many ways out here to make money, I'm trying to tell you, okay? Or some people get it out the mud by hustling, like me, working every single day and posting their content, okay? So that's what I mean about financing and insurance. Let's move on to Black Unity and the toxic church. So when I started this video, I was talking about so many idols, I don't want to necessarily say idols, but people that I look up to, celebrities that I want something like what they, I don't give a fuck. I want what they have. I know that God put a higher calling on my life to live, to live above the Joneses, okay? Or live like the Joneses, whatever the term is. To be rich as fuck and to have a rich, healthy, wealthy lifestyle, okay? And I just don't know if the toxic church is going to allow us to have that mindset to want to do more, because I feel like that mindset, they keep trying to give you the same old crabs in a bucket mentality while they get rich. A lot of people have been talking about that Drewski skit that's been going on, but they don't understand that that's reality for a lot of people, for the black church. Reality for me too. You get what I'm saying? And I always go back to T.S. Madison and Craig, especially with their show. Anyway, but I go back to that show where they say, you know, you believe in a religion where you go and you go sit in a pew and the pastor is telling you, you know, you're going to burn in hell because you're gay and all this kind of stuff, or don't like the sissies and all kind of stuff. And I was sitting through that every Sunday just to get through the message, to apply it to somewhere else in my life. And I'm not understanding that my queerness is such a big thing in my life, and how the world is really turning it all around against us. Like, this is going to bring me into the segment about the DL Whisper, Tasha K, and versus black women. I need y'all to understand that as long as we keep separating ourselves against each other, oh, I don't deal with those type of gays. Those gays are too feminine. Or I don't deal with trans women. Trans women are just trying to do this. Or I don't deal with trans men. Or I don't deal with the press on nails and them trying to wear women's clothing. If you don't mind your fucking business, all you have to do is mind your business. Nobody is trying to sleep with your partner or your man, or if they are, that's regular human nature. Those are people that cheat. I promise you that the LGBTQIA community is not trying to convert your kids. They're not trying to convert you. They're not trying to do nothing for you. And what the government and people keep doing is they're distracting you from what the fuck they're doing in your face by telling you that queer people are trying to stop you from whatever you got going on. Queer people are not stopping your jobs. They're not decreasing your pay. They're not doing anything to you. You get what I'm saying? And I'm speaking specifically to my people. Trans people, people of the community are not doing nothing to prevent you from making money. Nothing. And y'all say, oh, well, I've been seeing a lot of comments about, oh, well, the only reason why they can't be out in public is because it's for people who like dirty, nasty things or have deep sexual fantasies. Let me tell you something. If you know me, I've been through that lifestyle. Like, I thought I was trans, but I'm not. You get what I'm saying? I was going through the wearing the wigs. I was even trying to be somebody's closet type thing. And it was not me. You get what I'm saying? I was trying to be something that I was not. And yes, I was influenced, but I had to try it out because I was a queer person. If you don't try it out, that's what a lot of people say about the double standard between men and women about trying out different sexes. Like, women can go out here and be a lesbian for a little bit and then turn around and be straight. So why can't men? Like, why can I go out and have an experience? Well, transness is a big jump, but I was a very feminine man. I had to realize that's not the life that I wanted for myself. You get what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with, well, it did have a little thing to do with attraction, but then when I figured out, oh, it don't matter about all that. Men gonna treat you all the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. And then I started to be like the gay friend to women and other people, and it started to be like, I'm gonna explain both sides. On the side of the women, it's like they want you to use you as a gaydar, as an accessory. They want to make sure that you understand their clothes is fire and all that kind of stuff. And I'm the type of person, I like everything. I like women, I like men, I like trans women, I like trans women and men. So I would consider myself more on the non-binary spectrum. So I respect every spectrum or every color and shade on the rainbow team. So when you have people like the Download Whisperer and Tasha K that are so influential with huge platforms, they're doing the same thing by distracting you and by misinforming you, by making you feel like trans people are a threat to you, and they are not. Think about how many trans people you actually see and know. It's not many. See, what I need you to understand about Black Unity, the Toxic Church, the DL Whisperer, Tasha K versus Black women is what all of this aligns together, okay? The Toxic Church started it first with telling you that sissies, faggots, punks, all that, they going to hell. They not right with God. It's something wrong with them. It was a mental illness. When this been going on, it's been sissy, punks, faggots. It's been that. It's been your husband been tipping out of the dough. He been going down there fucking Jamal. He been going down there fucking I don't even know a trans woman name, but going down there, going to go fuck a trans woman or a trans man. This stuff has been around. You have let these people come in here and trick you. Or even if you feel that way, stay that shit inside your house. You don't have to come out here and try to tell somebody, because at the end of the day, no matter how many adjectives or examples I try to give, these people deserve life. It does not matter how the fuck you feel. You are not God. And the way that you hold that religion near and dear to your chest, God is the only one that can prepare judgment for anybody. So I need you to understand that we have bigger fish to fry. Do you hear me? Understand what I'm saying. Get those toxic values out your way. I don't care if you recite the book. I don't care which book you recite. It could be the Quran. It could be whatever for the Buddhism. It could be the Bible. It could be, excuse my education showing at this point when it comes to religion. But it could be any of those passages. Okay? Okay? But you are not God, so it don't matter about anything that you feel. You should not be able to persecute anyone. And number one, people should have freedom of expression, freedom of speech, and do your research. Do your research before you just sit out here and listen to somebody on a platform. Even when you're listening to me, do your research for yourself, because when you educate yourself, they can't They can't do this. Put some all in your face. They can't do that because you know the truth, and that's what they like. What people like to do. They know people don't like to read. They know people don't. They know all people do is want to work, get up, and somewhat. I'm trying to tell y'all, if y'all watch enough of these influencers, these millionaires, these people who are out here, this shit overlaps. I'm trying to tell you because it's almost so frustrating when you like, oh, you want to build wealth, you want to build these businesses and things together with your family, but they can't get out of not only just your family, but it could be your coworker, your boss, or whatever, because of who you sleep in a bed with, or who you identify with, or because they don't want to fucking grow. Imagine if you wake up every single day and somebody misgendered you or called you out your name, or we was back in fucking slavery and every time somebody seen you, they called you a nigga, or every time they seen you, they called you a cracker, or whatever derogatory term that people have come up with. Or they say every time they see you, they say, I want to see your papers. Are you illegal? Are you here? Are you a legal citizen? I mean, a legal immigrant. That is what we're going through. And that's segmenting my way into Donald Trump is not going to the Super Bowl. This is what confused the fuck out of me. How are we issuing, and how did even Bad Bunny accept doing the Super Bowl? How? When we have ICE and shit detaining immigrants, killing people, like, I can't fathom this. Like, we're about to have a whole Mexican, excuse me, hold on. Mexican, Dominican, I'm sorry, I don't know Bad Bunny's race, Puerto Rican, all that, okay, Spanish. We about to have that type of Super Bowl theme, along with Cardi B, and you have your racist ass president, not only racist, all the is and isms that he gonna tell you that he's not going to the Super Bowl. I wonder why. It's so frustrating to me that this man can sit up here and spew all this hatred, and there's so many people like, yeah, and black people. It is a war zone in Minneapolis, and I feel like a lot of us are not going to understand or see it until it's in our fucking state, until it's in our place. I need a lot more people besides myself, besides people that you look up to say something. What the fuck are you hiding for? What the fuck do you have to lose? Nothing. You need to be telling your friends, your family, you need to be telling your motherfucking self that you need to be getting out here voting in the mid-elections. You need to be getting out here voting, period. You need to be educating your kids. Stop saying, oh, well, they'll learn when they get older. Yes, some conversations, birds and the bees, yes, those conversations wait when they get teenagers and hit puberty and all that kind of stuff. But right now, you need to be having a conversation about, you're going to see different people, you're going to see different things, you're going to see things that may not make sense to you right now. Maybe that you can't expound on that conversation right now. But you need to explain. Hiding shit from your kids is one of the biggest reasons why they grow up and be promiscuous. Because they don't know. If you don't educate them on different walks of life, that could be sex, education, religion, food, government, all that type of stuff. If you do not educate yourself, how the fuck are you going to have kids and have friends and family and leaders and people that you're trying to lead and on your job trying to lead people, and you ignorant? And do not get it fucked up. Some people are not ignorant. They're okay with the power. They're okay with it. And see, this is my biggest problem about the Donald Trump and all this shit going on. People are acting like that they didn't vote for him. The shit that was the most fucked up about this, and yes, I don't give a fuck. You can say the election was rigged, all that type of shit. But we had people out here who voted for him who still believes in the shit that he's saying because they stand so strong against the transgender, the LGBTQIA relationship with people. Why the fuck can you not mind your business? But you don't see all the shit that he's doing. Until ICE round your black ass up and tell you, nigga, get your ass in the motherfucking van. Nigga, get down on the motherfucking floor. I'm talking to my black people. So they tell you, get your black bitch, get on the motherfucking floor. That's where we at with it. If they'll murder a motherfucking white person in broad daylight, bitch, they been murdering us. But you're not going to stand till they line the niggas up and say, niggas turn around. And they motherfucking air our ass out. And we looking like motherfucking, what's that, Palestine and all that shit. Y'all don't get it. Let's move on to this motherfucking TikTok policy. And then I'm going to close this shit out because I ain't got hot and I'm mad. But TikTok, I already knew a little bit of this. This thing tight as fuck around my neck. But CapCut had already introduced us to about them saying that there is going, if you use editing on any of your TikTok videos, basically they have potential ownership or some type of thing where they can copy your data and all kind of shit. And basically it's not original content. It's not yours. They can use it beyond you. They can use it to train AI, whatever the fuck they want to do with our information and shit. Now, why it has taken me so long, because I think I'm gonna move my stuff from TikTok, and I'm glad that's why I was on all platforms. But I don't know if they're trying to get rid of people working on the internet, or networking on the internet. But they don't understand TikTok Shop and all that stuff. We've been saying that since TikTok had its first ban, that there was a lot of ways that the economy was staying alive. And now that you're taking TikTok away again to filter the mind of Americans and make them believe what you want them to believe, when we're sitting here looking at what the fuck is going on, when we're sitting here watching videos that people record of telling people and telling ICE, get the fuck on. We having public celebrities coming out publicly telling you to condemn ICE, condemn Trump. And you sitting here still signing on to these ads like Twitter, still signing on to TikTok because you need money. People are still struggling with trying to get jobs. And you can't even get on fucking TikTok and make a fucking bag no more. And you got people on there talking, oh, good, y'all finally have to go find a job. Oh, good, y'all finally got to... Who the fuck is hiring? You got people who is motherfucking 40, 50, 60, 70. I just seen a video of a white 92-year-old woman fucking working because she can't afford her living situation, her housing. They not motherfucking playing with us. Nothing belongs to us anymore. They copying our face. They copying our voice. They copying our likeness. They using it to sell shit to us on the internet. I'm talking about, they listening to me right. Hey, little baby ass. But they motherfucking watching everything that we do. And the fact that we really can't even have freedom of speech to say what the fuck we want to. Just like I made a post today on Twitter about black people unifying and stop worrying about the LGBTQIA and worry about the successfulness of us. They fucking limited my visibility. So I need you to understand.